5 Best Places to Visit in Kentucky. There are many great places to visit in Kentucky, from the quiet communities tucked within the rolling pastures, to the excitement of cities like Louisville that come alive on the worldwide stage during the Kentucky Derby. There are caves to explore near Bowling Green, and thoroughbred retirement farms in Georgetown. You can plan a trip to one of the national parks in the state for some tranquility, or you can plan some family activities on the riverfront in Newport. While the state is known for its horse racing and bluegrass, there are many places to visit in Kentucky that will let you experience its culture and so much more. Number 5. Bowling Green. The town of Bowling Green is one of the best places to visit in Kentucky, especially if you are an automotive or aviation enthusiast. It is home to the National Corvette Museum, where you can see a large collection of restored vintage Corvettes and exhibits related to the iconic American car. Bowling Green's contributions to transportation are also on display at the historic Rail Park and Train Museum and the Aviation Heritage Park, which are both open to visitors. The more natural side of Bowling Green is best seen at Lost River Cave, where you can spend a day. There are underground cave boat tours that are great for families and a fun way to explore the cave system. The complex above ground has ziplining, several miles of hiking trails, and a butterfly habitat. Number 4. Cumberland Gap. The majestic Cumberland Gap near Middlesboro, Kentucky is one of the best places to visit for outdoor beauty in the state. The Cumberland Gap National Historical Park is not only a beautiful area but it's also historic. Early settlers used it to move buffalo to the west. There are more than 85 miles of trails. Most are easily accessible, but some backcountry trails spread across the 24,000 acres of wilderness. Besides the many outdoor experiences at the Cumberland Gap, you can visit the Hensley Settlement in the park, which is a living history village representative of early Appalachian settlement. The Cumberland Gap Visitor Center, the Artists Co-op, and Mitty's Metal Art Workshop are also fun stops in the park if you are looking to fill out a day in the area. Number 3. Newport. Newport in northern Kentucky is a small and fun waterfront city located just across the Ohio River from Cincinnati. Newport on the Levee is where you can spend much of your time. One of the top attractions is the Newport Aquarium, which has world-class exhibits and interactive demonstrations, from the shark bridge and fish feedings to interacting with penguins. The Newport on the Levee complex has a wide range of dining and entertainment options, from stand-up comedy to movies. Another fun must-do in Newport is to walk across the half-mile Purple People Bridge, officially called the Newport South Bank Bridge. This pedestrian bridge connects both sides of the river and provides one of the best views of the Ohio River. Newport also has a nice historic district in the East Row neighborhood. The district is the second largest historic area in Kentucky, established in the 1700s, where you can walk around and see some of the homes. While you are exploring the area, be sure to see the World Peace Bell, which is the world's largest swinging bell. Number 2. Lexington. The city of Lexington is considered the horse capital of the world. It is the place to visit to experience the history of thoroughbred racing that goes back for several centuries in the city. You can start your trip to Lexington at its famous horse racetracks. The Kentucky Horse Park has a number of museums to visit and regular horse demonstrations. You can watch thoroughbreds go through their morning exercises at the Keeneland Racecourse and walk through the grounds, then plan breakfast at the track kitchen. If you enjoy learning about the horses, you should definitely plan a horse farm tour, which is a unique experience in Lexington. There are nearly 450 horse farms where you can book an appointment and see where some of the famous Kentucky Derby winners now reside. You can also just drive along the Lexington countryside on the Bluegrass Country Driving Tour and see the farms and horses grazing in the pastures. Besides its horse fame, Lexington has some nice historical sites and a vibrant art scene. While in town, you can tour some historic homes previously owned by famous Lexington residents, like Mary Todd Lincoln, and visit the Shaker Village of Pleasant Hill, a restored Shaker village with original buildings and land. You can take a guided or self-guided historic downtown walking tour or just stroll on your own along the streets to enjoy local dining, art galleries, and shops at Victorian Square. Number 1. Louisville. If you only have time to visit one city in Kentucky, it should be Louisville. It is home to Churchill Downs Horse Racetrack, and most known for its annual Kentucky Derby, which attracts horse lovers from around the world. The city is one of the oldest in the state, founded in 1778, so you will find a lot of history here. Start your Louisville visit on West Main Street in downtown, one of the most historic sections of the city. The downtown area's Museum Row has 10 attractions to visit, including the Muhammad Ali Center, the Louisville Slugger Museum, the Kentucky Science Center, and the Fraser History Museum. For interactive experiences, you can spend an afternoon at the Speed Art Museum or plan a river cruise on board the Belle of Louisville, the city's historic paddle wheelboat. You can stay at Homewood Suites by Hilton in downtown and walk to some of the top Louisville attractions. Much of the social action in Louisville happens on 4th Street in downtown, where you will find local theaters and entertainment, a variety of restaurants serving up authentic homemade Southern cuisine, and 7 blocks of shops, historic hotels, and the riverfront activities on the Ohio River. For outdoor recreation, you can take a walk or bike ride along part of the 100-mile loop around the city or sit and relax after a day of sightseeing in the 85-acre green space at the waterfront park.